On this week's LA Diaries, over the weekend, the Daily Mail broke Operation Bring Harry In from the Cold, and we pulled some of our favorite reactions. Plus, Team Sussex tells Page Six to prepare for a blowout 40th birthday party with all the A-listers. These are my LA Diaries. Dolphins are safe here. According to the Daily Mail, Prince Harry has actively sought advice from trusted former aides in the UK on how to quote-unquote mastermind a return from a self-induced exile in the great state of California. Sources told the Mail Prince Harry is consulting people from his old life as a working royal after allegedly growing dissatisfied with advice from American-based image experts. This is considered the first stage in a strategy to rehabilitate Prince Harry, involving him spending more time in the UK to repair his relationship with his father and potentially initiate a partial return to the royal fold. From perpetual rebranding to rehabilitating, lots of going on here. The Mail also sensationally broke the news that H&M had consciously uncoupled with their 10th Archewell employee. Apparently, Christine Wheel Shermer started working for Harry and Meghan in 2020, shortly after their Freedom flight as head of communications, but Christine boarded her own Freedom flight late last year when she quietly made her exit. A source told the Mail Harry is turning away from all sorts of Hollywood publicists and is seeking counsel from his old friends and associates. He is clearly reaching out thinking, I need to do something different because what I'm doing is clearly not working. In short, he is rethinking the way he operates. This matches up pretty perfectly with an email I got last week that said, one of my sources revealed that Meghan and Harry are going to be working their way around Britain on a PR campaign. Wanted to know your thoughts on it, and if you heard anything about how Harry and Meghan plan on campaigning to change the public opinion of them. My thoughts were thoughts and prayers. I love how the article says at least one of the advisors approached by Harry as a trusted figure from the old school, known for loyalty and discretion. Well, maybe before that article came out. One source told the publication they believed if Harry went back to the UK with zero fuss, zero publicity, and attended very mundane events, he could prove himself and win over the British public again. However, the nearly 10,000 comments underneath the article say otherwise. One user says almost 9,000 comments and 99% of them are the same opinion, that H should never be included in the royal family. There is nothing more to say. Nothing more to say, but plenty more comments. One reader suggested, first step has to be an unsolicited apology and acceptance that his public disloyalty was wrong on every level. Good luck with that. Another comment read, it is not uncommon for individuals who have failed to achieve self-sufficiency to return to their parents' basement. In this instance, the motivation seems to be financial instability rather than a desire to reconnect with family or demonstrate loyalty to one's country. That's pretty scathing. Here's a different theory in the comment section. I think there is a divorce imminent, and she will take him to the cleaners. Yikes. One user writes, I really do not understand why the Mail writers keep pursuing this idea as it is so unpopular. And if it happened, could be the beginning of the end of the monarchy in the UK. Most of the public, at least, are not fooled by what Harry and Meghan really want, the half-in, half-out role that was refused the first time. This includes taxpayer-funded security, of course. Straight to the point. Another user commented, if he is seeking a purely personal reconciliation with his father, that is up to the two of them. But there can be no return in any way to a public role as a member of the royal family. And whatever happens, he should be removed from the line of succession. Now here's the sassy take. The monarchy has survived for 1,000 years. Some two-bit actress thought she could bring it down. Well, that didn't work out, did it? They will never allow those two limpets back in any official capacity, that's for sure. Another user suggests, if Harry is concerned about public image, the first thing he needs to do is take his children and go meet his father-in-law. Any reconciliation in Great Britain does not seem sincere unless he's willing to turn over a new leaf and mend fences with the side of the family that isn't wealthy. Some are considering this Harry's come to Jesus, saying it sounds like it has dawned on Harry that their multi-million-dollar deal with Netflix will not be renewed, and he wants to partially return to the UK. That sounds like the half-in, half-out offer he and the actress proposed just before they abandoned their royal responsibilities, which the late Queen turned down. As far as rehabilitating himself is concerned, he needs to be told in no uncertain terms he will never again be thought of as fondly by the British public as he once was. Do you agree with that statement? Let me know in the comments below. I did notice that a significant amount of these comments were coming from the UK and were not American royal watchers. One user warns, I'm a lifelong royalist, but if he has any royal engagements, this will be under serious review. Another predicts William will put his foot down, and that will be the end of it. No way can Charles go against William, particularly after he and Kate have practically carried the monarchy through the last few years, not to mention that they are its future. Charles, understandably, is sentimental about losing Harry, but he is no fool. Short and simple, grifter's gonna grift. And hilariously, no, I'd rather have Andrew back. Not on my bingo card. Tom Cruise being dragged into the debate. One reader writes, time for Tom Cruise to step forward. It is almost mission impossible to rescue H. To which someone replied, there are some missions Cruz can't even pull off. Savage. Spit out my pumpkin spice beverage after reading this one. He wants to come back in from the cold. His poor frozen Todger can't take it anymore. One user disagreed that the king would fold, saying Charles may still love Harry, but his loyalty is with his caring, loving, and dear son and daughter-in-law, Prince William and Catherine, the Princess of Wales. It would be so hard for Charles to forgive the treacherous two over the hurt and distress they have caused to William and Catherine, plus our dear late Queen and Prince Philip. And last but not least, he's a professional victim and will never change. That was my first reaction when I read the article. Plus, with the hyper leak of information coming out of the Sussex camp in the last few weeks, I look at this story and think, does Harry sincerely miss his home and family? Or does Harry, the perpetual victim, want us to think he misses his home and family so we will sympathize with him? Victimhood has been very lucrative for Has. In an article titled Harry's Midlife Crisis as Prince Turns 40 and Remains Estranged from Family, Old Friends Say He Is Lost. Page 6 reveals that Meghan Markle is planning a blowout birthday bash for Prince Harry's 40th. That's all it says about the party, no details, but I'd honestly rather spend my birthday party with my brothers than Serena Williams. Sorry, not sorry. The article, clearly coming from a Sussex source, continues to put the blame on Prince William, with the source saying William is not speaking to Harry. Harry is not the issue here. Every time I read quotes like that, I think to myself, his wife is fighting cancer. How do you lack so much self-awareness? Contrary to the Daily Mail's report, Page 6 writes, as Harry turns 40, sources say he has become more comfortable in California and within his life. One quote says, I think he has his convictions and he is determined, but I also think he's more unburdened than before. Curiously, the anonymous friend was not as forthcoming when it came to Meghan Markle's future. When asked about the much-hyped launch of American Riviera Orchard, the source said, that is a whole other story. If you made it to the end of this video, comment with a crown emoji or the word queen so I can see you. Can you guess who will be at Prince Harry's A-list birthday party? Kris Jenner, Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah Winfrey? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Kinsey Schofield.